All right, good morning, everyone. This is the November 4th, 2025 RPRC meeting. We're convening at 9:33. First order of business is adoption of the October 21st, 2025 minutes, which were attached to your packet. I'll make a motion to adopt those minutes. Jane Black, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. First up is Whippoorwill Crossing. So this came in via, I think, Ivan. They replaced their driveway without any permits. It was an in-kind replacement. So we have to decide, one, who should review this. So town engineer should definitely take a look. The other is portion of it is in a wetland buffer. There's a stream. I can pull up the pull up what we're talking. I would think we would process it as an admin wetlands permit.
Yeah, it's like in kind.
It's, yeah, in the same spot, but let's take a look.
Okay. Which one is it? Okay. No, but the tank here one set, 360. Okay, so sign up to take it. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so here's their driveway, and there may be some wetlands, but they're not significant.
And was the existing driveway through the same area?
Yeah, it's in the same spot.
Just because they tore it up,
They tore it up.
they need to get a permit.
Yeah, not
Just
tore it
go
up,
over your,
replaced it. Yeah,
if you go over
the
your
stuff-
existing driveway, you can just do that.
Right, because then there's no disturbance. Here, they took out the old driveway, but
Which is the right way to do it.
Yes.
yeah. So thoughts?
Well, since it's in the same location, and they didn't get administrative permit, seems okay to me.
Okay, we'll have you guys review it, but there shouldn't be any additional stormwater impacts. It's the same.
Well, so they
don't
increase the lift.
No, they did not. I looked at the area. All right, so then I'll make a motion to send this to the building department with an admin wetlands permit if deemed necessary.
Of second.
Okay, Sue, all in favor?
Aye.
You have 25 Thorn Road there here, so if that brings it.
Pretty easy.
I don't know. Let's talk. Okay. Good morning. Hi. You with us?
We are.
Okay, great. Do you want to pull up the files? Can you do that and share it with us?
Do that.
Great. And then take us through what's being proposed here.
Okay. So we can go over to our first page. This is Brooke with me now. She's just joining. Hello.
Hi, Brooke.
Morning. So this is 25 Thornwood, and we are the second set of designers. So the clients had a previous designer that they got a building permit through. They wanted to change the design. We came in, we went for a building permit revision, who directed us to you. So
Yes.
The main change was that there was before both of these designs, there was a sports court sort of approved. And so there were existing walls and an existing sort of flat portion of the site. But it was sort of angled from the house. And so it was important to the clients to sort of like realign. So to get everything though, you can see in red, that's where that sports court location was. And that's how the previous pool was aligned. And so the owner said, if I'm making this investment, I just want to get that angle reconciled. And so that's the main change between this application and the last one.
Yeah, I guess the major issue is, what does it do to the wall heights, right? The sport court walls that are there now, or pool, the previous pool, aren't too high. I would say they're, I don't know, 3 or 4 feet at the end of the day, right? And how does that translate by changing the orientation?
It does increase the wall height by a little bit, but what we did was, if you look at the grading plan, it's the pool and the wall are one. So the wall on the back side and the low side, that wall sits on the pool coping. So that's like a full solid gunite structural wall in that location.
Okay, and then the wall above it, the second tier, how tall is that one?
So that one is under 4 feet. So that's, like 3 and change.
Yeah, it's just placed boulders, this one as well. It's not a full
Yeah.
masonry wall.
And that, I think that there were sort of, you can see it in the contours, it's a bit of a steep slope existing. And so we sort of wanted to make that better than it had been. And that's why we were adding those boulders, so that we don't have any sort of slope issue in that corner.
Yeah, so originally when we had the sport court, that went to the planning board. I remember back then that
McKenna built.
yes, that's right.
They built a spec house.
Yeah, and back then, I remember the neighbors were very, very concerned. But what got built is very reasonable.
Oh, yeah.
No impact on the
Nobody
neighbors.
complained.
No. So
They never finished the sport court anyway.
No,
All they
no.
did was construct the area for it in the drain.
that's right. So the real question is, do we want to send this back to the planning? Are we okay with this? I'm leaning towards this seems reasonable, but we all have to.
Did it change any of the wetland buffer impact?
It's generally in the same place. Yeah.
Generally, in the
Yeah.
Generally the same.
We were very careful to just try to stay within the limitations in terms of the wetlands and the amount of paving of what the previous application had.
Okay.
We were really trying not to make any more of an impact to the site, aside from sort of reconciling that angle.
And just refresh, what is the height of the pool wall, the vertical wall that we see right now?
At the most,
6.
6 feet. From pool elevation to the top of wall.
And is the exterior of that, is that going to be faced? What is that going to look like?
Yeah, that's all going to be stone veneer, and I think any adjacent neighbors would be sort of looking over it. So it's really the clients who would be, viewing the height of the wall.
And the L-shaped boulders down at the bottom, those, as I think what you're saying is those are there to basically alleviate the steep slope.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, well, they need it to meet grade, they exist.
Yeah.
No wetland buffer.
On the other side.
On the other side.
Yes, no, there are impacts here. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's one that sort of upper left corner of the pool. That's the only portion that's within that setback, and it's, again, it's the same sort of amount that was in the previous application that was approved. So we were really careful not to go, outside of what we thought those parameters were.
But it still represents new disturbance because it's a re-disturbance, right?
Yes.
Definitely, yeah.
So I don't,
It would be considered disturbance.
yes, so how do you want to handle that? Look at
Well, if
it.
it's a small amount, it's in the same place. I actually remember seeing it with the sport court.
Yeah.
That went through a review before, so I would think an administrative permit's okay.
Right, so then, okay, so. I'll make a motion to send this to the building department. With an administrative wetlands permit.
I'll second.
Hold on one sec, I just want to make my notes, so. Did I make that motion? I did, right? Okay, and you seconded it?
I did.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so. No other boards, you're just gonna have to address, whatever engineering comments we have. You'll have to get the, administrative wetlands permit from the town engineer as well. But this looks like a reasonable, good plan that these people are gonna like, yeah,
Okay.
looks good.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. We appreciate it. And I know the clients appreciate it as well.
Okay, take care.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks.
Okay.
Much better plan than the original one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
It's super-
It works.
yeah, with the
Angle.
skewed
They have a
angle,
little
yeah.
area around it.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, next is 8 Bonnie Hill. I thought we had them here before, but maybe not. All right, I'll pull this one up. 8 Bonnie Hill. Okay. So we've got an existing house, kind of mid-century modern. And they want to put an addition. The addition is going to go in this corner, kind of come forward. It looks like it's going to be outside the well buffer based on that location. And so. So it's by the way, it's an office off of the primary bedroom, is what it's going to be. Right, so here it's bumped out in the front.
Two bedrooms and all that.
Is it a 2-bedroom?
Yeah, that's the other one here, too bad.
Yeah, it could be. I don't really have any significant. Let me just see.
That's an office.
Yeah, office extension on the,
200 square feet on stormwater.
yeah. Let's see. Site plan, so show where it's going to be, show the walkway modifications, minor stuff.
Then pushes it over.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, so I wanted to see the existing floor plans, to look at the bedrooms, right? Just to see how,
Yeah,
That's
we made a
something-
note,
yeah.
potential help the farm.
Exactly.
2-bedroom, we're putting in more room in it.
exactly, yes, I had the same thought. I think it's fine, but.
Yeah.
yeah, it's only
I'd like
200
to
square
look at it.
feet. I don't know if that helps.
I don't know, it's really more a note for Rob or you to look at.
It is 378, we did make, they could potentially make the walkways permeable. Pavers.
Yeah, I don't know for drainage, I understand. It's helpful for them. They get a an extension of the master bedroom. If there's no issue of it looking like an additional bedroom. Yeah, see how many bedrooms are in the house we get, but
Yeah,
you might find there's 3 or 4 in there.
when I see 2 and I see extra putting
Okay.
on.
Yeah, oh, you get, oh, yeah.
You think,
With the addition of the full bath and basement, sometimes triggers things.
yeah.
Our health department won't
So-
consider a bedroom.
Are we
or
all
full bath.
okay sending this to the building department for their review? I'll make that motion.
Second.
Yeah, all right.
Anything else?
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
I,
I was already talking, so I figured I'd just.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody called.
All right, next is 100 Drive. We have them here, so let's get them in. David, hi, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
Good, good. Do you want to pull up the plans and share them and take us through the pool?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna pull them from, I guess, your agenda documents, if that's easier.
Yeah, whatever works for you.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let me did you guys go through 1 through 3 already? That was pretty quick.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
expecting. So, all right, I'm gonna. All right. How does this look? Are we live here?
Yep, it's like loading up. It looks like,
Okay.
just give it, yep, we're good, we're good.
Okay. So this project here, it's a local project in Norwalk. I'm working with Frank Diodati. He's helping me with this submittal. We basically looking to put an in-ground pool in the backyard of this property. We did pull up all the previous land use materials related to the property. We understand it's on septic. There's a concrete holding tank. There's a macerator dosing pumping chamber, and with an extensive set of fields off to the far right as you face the site plan.
Yeah.
The pool. And there's also existing dry wells that were recently installed, as part of the construction. So we have identified everything in the field, and we think that we have a zoning compliant plan. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see. A zoning compliant plan off the back patio for the in-ground pool. It's a gunite pool, and there's an existing patio already, so we're just going to extend the pool terrace continuous with the existing patio.
Yeah. And it's a relatively flat yard, so not a lot of regrading here. It fits in nicely. Just a couple of things. So the front yard is the Byram Ridge Road line, right? The rear yard is the yard opposite. So what it looks, the back of the house is really a side yard. But David, you've got to show that the pool and the patio meet that side yard setback there. Got
Okay.
that? It has to be dimensioned.
Yeah, I think well, I guess let's double check it. So we're proposing the side. Yeah, I guess we have the 25 feet off the side, which is which is the back, as it's laid out.
Okay,
So
then
we
you're
have
good.
yeah, we have
Okay.
that. This is zoning table on this page here. Let me just zoom in a little bit. So we are at the 25 foot. So in the rear, we're meeting the 40. So we don't think there's an issue there.
Okay, good. Let's see. Oh, the fence, the pool fence.
Yes.
I couldn't tell from the plan, but it looked like you were missing the piece parallel to Byram Ridge Road and how it's going to terminate at the house.
Yeah, there's existing aluminum fencing around the perimeter of the property. I think you're right, Adam. We are missing the piece
Okay.
drawn up Byram Ridge. So we'll add that to the drawing. There's existing fencing already.
Yeah, not a big deal.
Yep. The surveyor, we missed that piece. But the gates and hardware are non-compliant, so they're gonna all be retrofitted. Self-closing, self-latching, locking, reverse swing, and so on.
Yeah,
But-
we had just some stormwater comments, which are pretty
Yeah.
minor in nature, just some calculation cleanups and stuff. And we also noted the fence, we were.
Oh,
that as well. So, but that was it.
But it looked
Pretty
good.
good.
I mean, the pool fits right back there. It's actually it turned out to be a nice lot. I haven't been back there since we did the subdivision a few years ago, but it's nice. They got that whole side yard, over.
Yeah, it's a big
over
open lawn
here.
area. They
No,
got
this is a nice open lawn area, so it works right here. It looks good.
yeah, it's a younger family. They have a few kids.
Yeah.
They have a pool pass, which I don't know if they used it really, but for the community pool, but they
Yes.
wanted to put this in the backyard for the family. So
Yeah, understood. So I'll make a motion to send this to building.
Second.
Okay. And we did meet Brendan out there. We did a full set of perk and deep tests. It's good soil. So
So we just have to vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we'll post our comments, but look, next step is building department. Looks good.
okay, great. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Sure, take care.
All right, folks. Enjoy your day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Now we've got patio on Whippoorwill Road East. Okay, yeah, we should talk about this one. Don't see. I don't see anyone here for this, so I'll pull it up. We can talk about it. Whippoorwill Road East.
So this is the planning board meeting. This came up recently, finding the plantings on the border of the yard.
No, this is across the street, totally different property.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Let me
Yeah,
share this. So we met with this homeowner, Rob and I, maybe a week or two ago. And I want to explain what's going on here. So it's a little odd. So. Okay. So we legalized a deck on this property not too long ago. Right here in this back corner, okay? So there was a patio there. Then the previous owner was wheelchair bound, I believe. And there, if you went out the rear door here, to the patio, there was about an 8-inch grade difference. So they built a deck to be at grade with the sill. So he could wheel out there. Now the current owner wants to eliminate the deck and put the patio back. But for whatever reason, apparently, when they built the deck, they ripped out the patio instead of just building it over it. So he'll actually have to reconstruct, and it's in a wetland buffer, right? So you can see it's only 44 feet from the edge of the house to the pond, but there's a big grade separation, right?
Pond is down.
The pond is down. This is sitting up on a rock knoll, right? So this house is built into the rock outcroppings. It's really kind of cool. So we've got to decide what we want to do here.
So it's already been disturbed once,
Yep. It's on rock
then disturbed again when it was ripped off.
and it's on rock.
So this will be a third disturbance.
This is the third disturbance, but it's
Well, I think we should,
basically in the same
I
place.
think we have to use the word disturbance and put it in quotes, right?
Yes, no,
It's
yeah,
an
no,
elevated
I'm just-
rock
Yeah.
plateau.
Yeah.
It's not your traditional,
Mhm.
I don't see how it impacts the wetlands. Given what's out there
Yeah,
and its relation.
it can't get to the pond, right? It's like entrapped rock.
Yeah, it's
Won't flow to the
perched,
pond.
perched above. This is really Jane's.
So the
Club.
runoff is not impacting the wetlands. There's rock
Well,
between,
no.
or is it?
No, it's gonna flow downhill.
I mean, they,
Eventually,
Yeah. No, it's flowing downhill,
going through rocks.
but the rock underneath versus the patio is no
Yeah.
different.
no difference, yeah.
Got it.
What about mitigation? They have a plan?
No.
How many square feet is the patio?
400 square, I think it was 400 plus or minus 400 square feet. That's cheap.
And it seems to me,
Stormwater lines tore it out.
it would be, and I don't know what mitigation there is along the edge of the pond or
Well, what was the
whether,
in theory, right, there was mitigation for the deck. You know,
yeah,
when,
right.
right, because they came in and legalized that. So
Although
if they
because
already,
they tore out the patio and the deck is elevated.
Yeah.
That would have been less.
Well,
of
it's covered,
an
right?
impact.
How big's the existing deck? 400?
Yeah.
So it's the same size patio, there's no additional.
there's no,
coverage, let's say.
No new,
No new coverage.
no new
No.
coverage.
no new coverage.
And they didn't do any mitigation previously for the.
I don't know what we did it as an administrative wetlands permit, so I don't know what they
Because that
required.
can. We've seen a number of administrative wetland permit.
Uh-huh,
Mitigations.
yeah,
Engineers has.
Yeah, for stormwater. Oh, we looked at it like a deck.
Yeah.
It drains into the soil, now you're putting it perfect.
Did we have stormwater when the patio was put in?
no, they did it. See, look, so when we did legalize the deck in 2021, the applicant will need to prepare a mitigation plan that is twice the area of the proposed disturbance. So it should have been done. So,
Yeah,
you know, do we want to make them do another mitigation plan for the same?
no, not
They just
necessarily
make sure
another
that
mitigation
the
plan. I would like to
Mitigation
see,
plan that they did that still exists or that they actually did.
I would like some
Yeah.
follow-up that somebody takes a look and make sure
Okay.
that the.
So is that how they,
The mitigation plan from the
Was
deck is
done.
followed through.
and if not, they'll need to.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, that's fair. Right?
See if I can
Yeah.
get that,
Yeah.
replace.
All right, so you're okay with that?
I'm okay with that, provided, you know, like,
It-
someone goes out and takes a look and make sure that, that mitigation plan was carried out.
So admin wetlands. Okay, confirm. Previously. Required mitigation. Was complete, yeah. If not. New mitigation required.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, they might as well propose what was done the last time,
No,
No,
right, if
yeah,
it wasn't done.
if it wasn't done.
Yeah, but I don't see how it wouldn't have been, but I can't say that.
Yeah, so neither can I.
I mean, theoretically, they wouldn't have the CMO if it. wasn't
Theoretically,
completed.
yeah.
That's correct.
Although conservation board members get a little prickly when mitigation plans aren't carried, there's
Yes.
no follow through to make sure that they're
I
out.
suspect there's a number of people in this town that don't have COs for wood.
Probably.
There's a few.
I think you gotta think
But-
about the different owners who took a weed.
Sooner or later, it comes around, so we're gonna sell it.
So let's,
Yeah,
Of course,
let's just wrap this up.
so
So
everyone
I'll make that motion
scrambles.
yes.
and then.
And then it's
Jane, I'll
lawful.
second it since it's wet. I'll second. All in favor?
I,
All right, I think that's a very good solution and I think the property owner will be appreciative.
Yeah.
You know, he,
You hope that
it really is minor at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, what he's doing.
This is the house right next to the library.
Next to the library? No, it's further. Oh, it's close, it's close.
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like right there. It's on the left-hand side, that's going up there. And that guy, the husband, wife. Chair.
Mike?
That's.
I guess that's his son.
Can you
Mike,
hear
with us?
me?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Mikey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, you're good, you're good. All right, so you're up, eight Evergreen Row. You got an easy one here, it looks like.
I hope so. This is an application for Mr. and Mrs. Coogan at 8 Evergreen Row, as you stated. It's a patio area that has been in existence for 22 years. And we found out that we needed to get an appropriate permit from the building department. And we've
Yeah.
made our application to them. We're just, the sale is pending on getting this approval, and we're just trying to get this thing resolved with Mr.
Yeah.
Malillo at the building department level and Mike Cromwell.
Yeah, I mean, I've got no issues with this. It's, you know, just a reasonable patio at the back of the house. There's nothing at all unique or special about this. Well, I mean, you know, any engineering comments?
Mitigation. 25 for the square footage.
Okay, so that, you know, so do you hear that, Mike? The town engineer wants you to mitigate the impervious surface here.
I did not hear that, Adam. I'm sorry.
The town engineer says you need to mitigate the stormwater impacts here.
Okay, that's so should I meet with Mr. Camelli on that?
Yeah. I think, I mean, right? No one thinks this needs to go anywhere else, right? So
I would,
yeah, go ahead.
we have not had any issues with stormwater, like I said, for the last 22 years over there. There's no flooding of any kind. It's been pretty innocuous on our end here, according to the homeowners that and what I've witnessed during rainstorms.
Okay, all right, well, coordinate with the town engineer. I'll make a motion to send this to the building department.
I'll second.
James seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, looks good.
Thank you very much.
Okay, good to
Thank you.
see you.
Hi, Michael.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Okay, and now we're on the last one. Let's see. $26 long pond. So, Jane's gonna be interested in this one.
Yeah, I knew there was one last.
Yeah, oh, yeah, but I get what's going on here, so let's just go over that. Let me share this. On the screen. Okay, so they started to do, there's some existing flooding issues. There's a channelized stream that is overflowing its banks regularly here and impacting the subject property and their neighbors. So they hired a contractor to go in and put boulders along the stream in an effort to, stop.
Contain it.
Yeah, exactly, to contain it, exactly. So they're in the middle of this work. I know Kellard went out there and told them to make some stabilization efforts. And that's where we are here.
Did they have a permit for this?
No,
Yeah.
that's why we're here. We have to figure out what to do with it.
Mhm.
Clearly, they think it's important enough that they're doing this.
Yeah.
But someone's got to take a look at it.
Well,
Yeah.
don't you think conservation?
Yeah.
This looks like one
Yeah.
that needs conservation.
So do you need to
Yeah.
go to planning to go through conservation or just?
We could do it either way.
You don't have to go through planning. We
Yeah.
do see things directly that are administrative permits, but the question is this,
I mean, this looks like
It's appropriate for
substantial
administrative.
work. I miss.
It is. Yeah, they brought in an excavator
Yeah.
and then they placed those boulders in the stream.
And you've
Yeah.
got neighbors involved.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go either way. I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
How many properties?
Just to be,
yeah.
just to be
See,
conservative, I think it should go through planning
I-
and conservation, just to be.
My feeling is it should go through planning too, but.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, and I think, their intent was
It's a
not to
good-
do anything.
No, it's a good
Yeah,
intent, but
exactly.
sometimes you bring in an excavator, a contractor, and they just kind of do what they do, and we don't know what kind of.
That's
impacts
what
that's
happened
really
here.
had.
Yeah, that's what happened.
And have they made it better or worse?
It looks like they did a nice job.
It does look
Yeah.
nice, but I think it should be reviewed,
I mean,
given that it was
I
flooding.
don't know how
over.
it stopped the water.
Yeah, where's the water going now? Right.
Well, I mean, it looks like it could just go in between the rocks and spill over just like it did before, unless they raised all the rest of the grade.
I don't think
I
they
mean, to
did.
what extent did they
Well,
raise the grade
I don't
over on
think
the
they did.
left?
I don't
is the
know how
question
that-
I had.
On a dam, but.
Yeah.
Let's.
At a minimum, you guys have to.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
be conservative
If you want
and
to
run
go.
it, run
Yeah.
it through.
Okay, so I'll make that motion to send it to planning and
I'll
conservation. All in favor?
Hey, you
Okay.
spend all that money on something like this that may or may not work, wouldn't you wanna have it go through the proper channels to make sure what you're spending your money on works?
Yeah, well, and not make it worse.
Yeah, which this could possibly do.
Yeah. Okay.
Who knows?
Yeah, we'll all look. Okay, that's the
Is
last
this,
item.
Upstream or downstream of 18 Long Pond?
That would be.
I don't know which way the numbers are on,
Well,
but what was happening at 18?
18 was the pool. Entirely in the buffer
um,
that Conservation Board had a split vote on because.
Oh, that's the uphill.
Planning,
Yeah.
without
No,
a
that-
definitive
No, this would be
recommendation from
downhill
us.
bit. This would be down.
Yeah.
It was approved.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it was going to get approved by planning. And it would have been approved actually by conservation had we had a
You had a
full
full-
board that
full
night,
board.
but we didn't.
All right, well, that concludes the meeting. We'll adjourn at 10:09. Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Okay, great.
House.